You won't believe what happened recently in court. Teyana Taylor's daughter shocked everyone when she refused to speak to Iman, right there in front of the judge, lawyers, and the cameras. The courtroom fell silent, like the air itself had been sucked out. People were whispering, phones were out, and every single eye in the room was glued to this unexpected moment. Fans online immediately exploded. Clips went viral, tweets poured in, and suddenly everyone was talking about one young girl's bold move. The tension was thick, almost electric. You could feel it from the videos alone. Everyone wanted answers. Why did she refuse? What had led to this dramatic refusal? And most importantly, what would happen next? To really understand why this moment felt so shocking, we have to step back and look at the bigger picture. Teyana Taylor has always been in the spotlight, not just for her music, dancing, or acting, but also as a mother trying to navigate life under public scrutiny. Her daughter, intelligent, fiercely loyal, and with a personality all her own, has grown up partially in the public eye. She's seen attention before, but this moment was different. Iman, on the other hand, has had a complicated role in the family dynamic. The history between Teyana, Iman, and the daughter is layered, full of unspoken tensions and disagreements that the public has only glimpsed through social media posts, rumors, and occasional interviews. The courtroom wasn't just about a legal matter. It had become a stage where long-buried emotions were ready to explode, and explode they did. The moment arrived. The judge called the courtroom to order. Lawyers shuffled papers nervously. The air was thick with anticipation. Then, with a calm that surprised everyone, Teyana's daughter shook her head at Iman. Not a word. Just a firm, unwavering refusal to engage. The room gasped. Whispers became murmurs. Murmurs became stunned silence. Iman froze, visibly stunned. The question everyone had been asking: how do you respond when someone refuses to speak to you, especially in court? Became reality right before their eyes. It was raw, emotional, and completely unscripted. Social media erupted almost immediately. Clips of the moment were shared thousands of times within minutes. Fans reacted with shock, awe, and concern. "Did you see that? She just refused to talk," one fan tweeted. Another said, "This is the boldest move I've ever seen from a kid in court." And then came the memes, the hot takes, and the wild speculation. Some suggested that Iman had said something in private to trigger this refusal. Others believed it was the result of long-term tension finally coming to a head. Some simply admired the bravery of a child standing her ground in front of a room full of adults. Every single angle was dissected, debated, and shared. The story had gone from a private family dispute to a global spectacle in hours. Behind all the public chaos, Teyana Taylor's reaction was one of quiet strength. She stayed composed but clearly emotional, leaning toward her daughter, whispering words of reassurance and support. You could see her trying to balance her parental instinct with the enormous pressure of having the world watch her every move. It was heartbreak and protectiveness mixed together. A mother trying to shield her child while navigating an impossible situation. Iman, meanwhile, attempted to respond. A faint smile, a careful statement, subtle gestures of calm, but none of it could hide the shock. The scene was a study in human emotion. Confusion, frustration, loyalty, and love all tangled together in one room. As the story unfolded online, fans began connecting dots and speculating wildly. Could this refusal affect custody agreements? Was it a long-standing issue that had finally reached its breaking point? Did this moment reveal deeper cracks in the family dynamic that no one had fully understood before? Every social media post, every comment, every new video seemed to add another layer to the narrative. Influencers and celebrity commentators quickly jumped in, sharing their opinions, making the story even hotter. Some sided with Teyana, some with Iman, and some simply marveled at the child's courage. The world was watching, analyzing, and reacting in real time. Amid all this drama, the daughter emerged as the emotional center of the story. Her refusal wasn't just a rebellious act. It became a symbol of family loyalty, personal strength, and independence. Fans debated her motivations endlessly. Was it anger, fear, or a carefully thought-out stance? Was she protecting herself, protecting her mother, or sending a message to Iman? And in the midst of it all, people couldn't ignore the human consequences. Beyond the drama, there was a young girl navigating a situation that could easily have overwhelmed her, a mother doing her best to guide her, and a family caught in the eye of a storm that wasn't entirely their own. Weeks passed, and the tension didn't fade. Every court appearance, every post online, every public statement was scrutinized. Teyana continued to share moments with her daughter, small glimpses into normal life. Quiet family moments that reminded fans there was more to this story than just the spectacle. Iman appeared in public cautiously, every movement analyzed, every word picked apart. The story had become bigger than the courtroom. It was about loyalty, trust, and the weight of being constantly observed. It was about how fame can amplify every emotion, every disagreement, and every heartbreak. Fans began creating their own narratives. Some thought Iman had mishandled the situation from the start, while others believed the daughter's refusal was an overreaction to a complicated circumstance. Every angle was explored. Theories flew across Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Comment sections exploded with speculation. Would reconciliation ever be possible? Was this refusal a turning point in the family dynamic? Could this family ever fully recover in the public eye? And amidst all the conjecture, the most important thing got lost sometimes. This was real human emotion. This wasn't a show. This was a young girl, a mother, and a complex family dealing with real feelings, made even more difficult because the world was watching. In the weeks that followed, the courtroom saga transformed into a fascinating clash between public perception and private reality. Teyana's daughter became the center of attention without even trying, carefully choosing her appearances and letting her silence speak louder than words. Every glance, every subtle expression became a headline. Meanwhile, Teyana walked the delicate line between revealing enough to satisfy fans and keeping the family's private moments sacred. Iman, on the other hand, grew more cautious, avoiding unnecessary attention but staying present where it mattered legally. The tension in the air was palpable. Every step, every pause, every exchanged look carried weight. What made this drama so addictive was the raw mix of celebrity and human vulnerability. Fans weren't just witnessing a legal case. They were seeing a young girl assert herself, a mother fiercely protecting her child, and a family's private fractures laid bare under a relentless spotlight. Social media became a pressure cooker, amplifying every gesture, every post, every cryptic, turning private emotion into public spectacle. Each action was analyzed, dissected, and debated endlessly. Through it all, the story revealed a harsh truth. Love, loyalty, and trust are fragile. And when under pressure, even small acts, like a child's refusal, can ignite a whirlwind that no one can ignore. Then came the social media explosion, and it was wild. Every comment, meme, and hot take became part of the narrative. Fans debated morality, parenting, and celebrity responsibility like it was a national debate. Some hailed Teyana's daughter as a symbol of courage, others questioned her timing, and many worried about the emotional toll. Influencers jumped in, stirring the pot even more, while news outlets ran headlines that made the story impossible to ignore. What started as a private family conflict had become a full-blown cultural moment, a viral saga unfolding in real time. As the courtroom drama stretched on, the tension didn't ease. Teyana stayed strong, her daughter became the embodiment of defiance, and Iman moved carefully, trying to navigate the fallout. Fans dissected every glance, every post, every subtle interaction, building theories that blurred fact and speculation. At its core, this wasn't just about court papers, it was about loyalty, trust, courage, and the raw vulnerability of family under pressure. Private pain had gone public, and the world was watching every second, captivated by a story that was messy, emotional, and impossible to forget.